Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Free Coaching Friday. It's Dr. Anthony from South Africa, and I want to talk on the acronym today, RUSH, R-U-S-H. Now, you get two kind of rushes. The one is where there's an absolute rush and you're excited and it's good for you, and the other one is that you're just rushing around. Being December, and as Christmas is approaching, I think I'm not going to talk about the rush that's good, because yes, that will drive you, that will give you the energy to go and do what you have to do. But I want to talk about that other rush. The R standing for it's ridiculous. Stop rushing around. Oh my gosh, come on guys. I find that people are absolutely rushing around, feeling off their feet, feeling from so many people being hyper stressed, and that's December. Yes, I know we're tired. Yes, I know that we had a very burdensome year. COVID-19 made it so difficult for us in terms of firstly being boxed into our homes, and then secondly the rush to get around to do what we have lost out on, which means businesses have gone backwards, which means family and relationships have gone backwards. However, in other cases with COVID, man, it was a good thing because certain relationships got the good rush, at the rush of better communication, the rush of, hey, relationships are absolutely worth it. So I want to say to you that the R of rush around is, it's ridiculous. Stop it. Because it's not good for you. So yes, I'm talking on the issue today of rush. Is it a good rush, like a sugar rush, or just an adrenaline rush and you feel good about it? Or is it because you are rushing around? If that's you, stop right now, take a deep breath, count to 10, and realize it's meant for you. Yeah, if somebody's chuckling out there, that's you. Laugh at yourself. The U, it's unnecessary. I really believe that we get our knickers in a twist. I don't know why. It's like we keep on putting pressure on ourselves. Faster, more. And you know what? It's not necessary. It's unnecessary. Why is it that we say, I'm just going to quickly go to the shop. I'm just going to quickly buy bread. Just so I'm going to buy bread. I'm going to the shop. And you know what? If you're a choleric, you are guilty as charged, because every choleric, you just want to rush around, and especially in the month of December. And I just quickly want to rush up to buy a present. Why don't we just look at what we discussed in previous sessions about pre-planning and planning, and just sort of taking things step by step. Rome wasn't built in one day. Why is it that we feel that everything has to be done today? So I want to say to you, it's totally unnecessary if you are rushing around and trying to do the last things before you take your break for December. Here's the truth. Some of you are not going to get a proper break. Why? Yeah, you're still going to be working. And it's holiday time. Well, okay. If you don't have that privilege of holiday, I'm sorry. But still, I find that so many people are so worried about losing their job and not being good enough that they keep on rushing around and doing what is unnecessary. I spoke about 2 weeks ago about the word rest. What a contrast. Rushing around versus resting. I'm not going to redo that acronym, but I can tell you one thing. You need rest for your soul. It's absolutely unnecessary to rush around if you don't have to. So we're talking today on the acronym of RUSH, because we are in this rush to Christmas, the excitement, possibly presents, but then again the worries of it's going to cost more money. Where's the money going to come from? Yeah. That's the wrong kind of rush to your brain. That's the kind of rush to your brain that goes, oh no, how are we going to cope? I know. So guys, we're talking about the acronym RUSH today. R, it is ridiculous. And then the U, it's unnecessary. So what do you think the S should be? Thanks, it's great to have you on here. Great that you're watching. What should you be considering if you're talking about the rush? The S is slow down. Come on. It's as evident as that. Slow down, whatever you're doing. In fact, if you're in your car, drive slower. If you're speaking on the phone, speak slower. If you're rushing to finish something, who said there's a timeline? I mean, it's not like a speed chess game where you have to just a few seconds and you're out of it. Slow down. Not necessary. So, if I'm speaking to you today, take the medicine. Slow down right now. Because I can tell you now, the last letter of the word rush today is maybe that's going to put this all into perspective. We're talking on the issue of the rush. We're not talking about the rush of the adrenaline going into Christmas. We're not talking about the rush of the excitement of Christmas. We are talking about the rush of running around, getting things done, and just feeling that you're not coping. In fact, you're stressing yourself unnecessarily. That's why we said it's ridiculous. Then we said it was unnecessary. And then the good advice, slow down. The H. I think this puts it into perspective. Here's a solution. You know what that is? Sometimes God will halt you because of your rushing around. I just take it, and I can say with permission, I speak about my beautiful wife. She has been in such a rush, serving other people, doing her best. And guess what happened? Burnout. Burnout with a heart rate that is over 100, with blood pressure that's 200 over 110. And you know what? She needed to say, halt, stop. Because you know what? If your Creator that loves you is going to halt you in your circumstances. You're just human, and we forget. We're human beings, but we think we're human doings. It's crazy. So I can tell you now, if you don't halt in this rush of yours, your Creator might just find a way to halt you and find ways. I am grateful that He halted my wife. I'm grateful He halted me to think, hold on, your wife's been working too hard, and maybe ask the question, could I have assisted her more? Could I have been there for her? Could I have basically shared the burden? Could I have taken some loads away from her? Guys, you don't want God to halt you in what you're doing. You want to hold His hand. You want to hold on and make sure that as you go into this Christmas, that it's going to be absolute. So you want this to be an absolute unique Christmas. So I'm going to just say to all of you, guys, make this Christmas count. Pick up those times with your family. Make sure your relationship time is not rushed. Make sure cooking the gammon and what have you is not rushed. Everybody's going to eat. They just have to wait a little bit longer. Stop rushing. And this comes with much love from me, and I really hope that as you now prepare yourself, as you move into the festive season, that the only rush that you want is a rush of excitement for somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, haven't spoken to in a long time, or maybe a little present that it was unexpected, or something that you never expected in that little parcel. Let that rush be a good rush. But otherwise, the rush says, it's ridiculous to rush. It's unnecessary. Slow down and watch out that the Creator doesn't have to halt you to get your attention. Much love from me. See you next week.